So welcome, dear Father Etienne. After 9 years of your service, now you have been given a little bit of release from the work of Socius, of the Delegate of Father General to the Roman houses. Now, I'd like to know what is the origin and also the function of the DIR, and what are these Roman houses, in fact?
Yes. When we speak of Roman houses, we have in mind houses, but also apostolic works, which are entrusted to the Society of Jesus, the Jesuits, from the Holy See, from the Holy Father. That means a certain number of houses and works in Rome, 300 Jesuits, who work more particularly at the level of the universal church. They are called Roman because they are in Rome, but the point is not Rome as Rome, but Rome as the center of the universal Catholic Church, the Church in its universality. The Church is open to all cultures, open to all people. That's the stress of the Roman houses. Its origin, some people will be surprised, the origin is to be dated back right at the time of St. Ignatius, when Ignatius himself started the Roman College in 1551. The Roman College, which was a college, or rather the beginning of high school, which turned into university. The university was renamed the Gregorian University in the course of time. And the Gregorian University of today, with 3,500 students, is the direct descendant, we could say, of the Roman College of St. Ignatius of Loyola. But since then, of course, other pontifical institutes have been opened in Rome at the request of the Pope. Biblical Institute, the Oriental Institute, beginning of 20th century. Then among the other houses, we have the two residences for the Jesuits studying in Rome. The Jesu, for the Jesuits who are not yet priests, the scholastics we call them. The Bellarmino, for the Jesuits who are priests, who come to Rome for a licentiate or a doctorate in ecclesiastical sciences. Then you have very particular apostolic works like the Observatory or the Vatican Observatory, very highly scientific contact with the world of science. And then the residence and the Regio Vatican, the Vatican Regio. Yes. So all in all, as I said, we have in these houses and busy with these work 300 Jesuits, yes. And besides that, some other houses are also international, but entrusted to other delegates. I mean, international and depending directly on Father General, but their care is given to other people than the delegate for the Roman houses. DIR, dir as we say, means in fact the Domus Interprovinciales Romani, so the interprovincial houses of Rome. That is in short what the dir is and what the Roman houses are in Rome. The point is that not so much Rome, the point is the universality of the Catholic Church, the service of the universal church. Yes.
Right. And the main function of DIR is to find the people for the administration of these houses and so forth, or anything?
That's one of the concerns, no doubt, of Father General and the delegate of Father General for the Roman houses, to find people to staff these houses. But it's more than that. It's also to make sure that these houses, these works rather, fulfill the expectation of the Holy Father in terms of service to the universal church, service in diversity, which is a characteristic of the Catholic Church, universal church, is to be universal and at the same time respecting all cultures and all nations and all cultures. So when planning for the Roman houses and works. No, it's not just a question of recruiting people. It's also making sure that the service is according to what the expectations are of the church in general and Pope in particular. Yes, in the line of Vatican II, of course. Yes, which stress very much dialogue between culture and faith, and between faith, Catholic faith, and other faiths. Yes, yes.
Okay, now in your 9 years of experience here, what do you consider as very positive, and what would be some of the challenges you faced in your work here?
The positive is precisely this, in this world of globalization, so much a word which you come across in the media, globalization. Well, we speak of something similar, but in terms of universality, in the respect of differences. Yes, that remains a challenge. The temptation we do feel in Rome, the temptation of creating a universal church as a uniform church. The Roman pattern, as it is feared occasionally in other churches of the world, Asia, Africa, South America. No, we in Rome, in the Roman houses, try precisely to make sure that this universality does not turn into uniformity, which is not the idea of the Catholic Church. Not uniformity, but universality in the respect of differences. So to try to bring in, particularly in the recruitment of the staff, but also in the recruitment of students, making sure that all cultures come and contribute to this Catholicity of our church, our mother church. Yes, this is what in fact Pope Benedict wants us to do, and what is the vocation of the Roman houses, and a real challenge, because nowadays temptation might be to go towards more uniform church, which is not what we want, not what the church wants us to do.
What kind of a percentage of people from different continents do you see in our Roman houses?
Right now, among the staff, I do not have exact figures in mind, but the staff of the academic staff of the three major institutions, Gregorian, Biblical, and Oriental institutes, is largely European, or let's say Occidental, European or American. European means also East European, of course, yes. But in the recruitment, I mean the new members of the staff, those who are coming these years, are more and more from Asia, India, Africa also, and South America. So there is a move towards diversity in the recruitment of the staff of the Roman houses. There's no doubt about that, yes, yes. And among the students particularly, the Jesuit students are very largely from the southern hemisphere, that means South America, Africa, and Asia, very largely, yes. From some countries more than from some other countries, obviously. This depends on the number of Jesuits in the provinces concerned. But among the students, I would say very largely 70% or 80% of the students are coming from the southern hemisphere, yes. Jesuit students.
Now, as you are going to Nepal with the new assignment, what is the difference between the work here and work going to be in Nepal?
My work over here was to a large extent administration, as a help to the delegate for the Roman houses, very largely, although I had some contacts in terms of spiritual direction. Going to Nepal, to the Jesuit of Nepal in Kathmandu, is going back to what has been my competence and my work earlier, namely formation of young Jesuits. Formation, I insist on the term formation more than just teaching. There will be a part of teaching, but formation is the key word. And well, in a way, Nepal, the Jesuit in Nepal is a microcosm of this universality of the Society of Jesus. The Jesuit is in Nepal. A large number of the students of the Jesuit is Indians, and there are 5 from Bangladesh. So we have Nepal, India, and Bangladesh represented, let's say, in that place. Some 15 people doing their college studies, at the same time doing their Jesuit studies, which is part of the formation program of the Society of Jesus. Yes. So yes, back to a work of training young Jesuit formation work, no, in which I wish to bring the same dimension of universality and respect of differences of cultures, background. No, yes. Within South Asia, we have already a great variety of cultural cultures and backgrounds. Definitely, yes. Bangladesh is not Nepal. Nepal is not India. No. So in that sense, it's a certain continuity in Nepal of what a smaller scale. So to continue the smaller scale of what I've been doing here, which I would say is very much part of my personal vocation within the Society of Jesus. I always felt when I joined society that I was joining the society and not a particular province of society, definitely. So yes, I feel at home in that.
And of course, as being part of the South Asian continent for such a long time, your perspectives will be very accurate in looking at the church in a universal way.
Hopefully, right? Yes, I can say some experiences indeed, yes, in that field, yes. Yes.
Just before closing, what do you think of the future of the Roman houses will be?
The future is what has
looking at the trend right now.
The trends, I would say, a bit the same. Always balancing universality, Catholicity, and diversity. It's probably more difficult than it seems to be, particularly in Rome, where you have a very heavily Catholic heritage, which is so heavy that occasionally diversity is not fully respected or not perceived or not appreciated. Yes, so I think the future of the Roman houses, particularly Orientale, but also Biblico and the Gregorian and Vatican Radio, for the matter, is always coming back again and again to this discovering other cultures, discovering other ways of expressing the Christian Catholic faith, receiving new theological trends and criticizing them, of course, accepting whatever, but integrating different theological schools into the thoughts, the thinking of the Church universal. Yes. In that sense, the future is what the past has been or should have been. Yes. Always. Yes. I would.
Yeah. Always
emphasize that.
Right. Kind of continue to be open to
the service of the Church. Yes. That is always finding new ways and better ways of being in service of the Church, Catholicity of the Church. After all, Catholicity means universal. Yes. Catholicity of the Church. Maybe we don't reflect enough on the term Catholic. People speak of Roman Catholic Church, but Catholic is a key word, more than Roman in a way. Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to give us a message to the Jesuits in formation, since you have been in the houses of formation?
The message is on the same line, I would say, namely being aware that they've been received into a body apostolic, which is a body universal, Catholic body, yes, and maybe free themselves from certain parochial understanding of their belonging to society. They do not belong to a province, they don't belong to a house, they are members of a Catholic body, which is the Society of Jesus, the service of the Universal Church. Yes. I would say that much is to be done in that, yes. But maybe I speak more from my own South Asian experience, because yes, I would not like to generalize what I say to the entire society. But in South Asia, in particular, I believe there is a need of getting out of parochial understanding or provincial understanding of our Jesuit vocation, yes.
Father Etienne, so it has been a very pleasant experience with you here in Rome. And personally, I was a student of you, so I can remember all the cherished memories I had in the novitiate with you. And also, from what I hear from the members of the community here, there have been so many reactions that they're going to miss you in the community with the various support you have given to the community, and I am sure people will ever remember you gratefully, and you're always welcome back to the Curia and to the Roman houses, I am sure. So thank you very much for joining me also for this short interview, and I continue to pray for your success in the new mission as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.